Rex Heuermann, the state of New York serial killer suspect, is so far officially connected to just 3 of the 11 bodies unearthed along that stretch of Long Island Beach called Gilgo Beach. He is the prime suspect in a 4th young woman's death, but as for now, he's facing 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of second-degree murder. Those women, all in their 20s, they were all petite. They were all sex workers who advertised their services on various websites. And their killer buried them all in the same spot, wrapped in burlap, in what investigators call a cluster. That's the word they use, cluster, right off that road right there. Police are looking at that pattern and the similarities in the victims to potentially connect Rex Heuermann to other unsolved deaths in the area. I want to bring in Dr. Scott Bonn. He's a criminologist and professor. He's the author of the book Why We Love Serial Killers, and he hosts the podcast Killing Hour with Doc Bonn. Also, Billy Jensen, he co-hosts a podcast called Unraveled, which dedicated its entire first season to the Long Island serial killer. Thank you both for being with us. We really appreciate it. Dr. Bonn, I want to start with you. This clustering that police talk about, the fact that the bodies were all found in the same area, something that investigators have labeled a cluster. What do you make of that? Because I would think, if you were a killer, you wanted to get away with it, you would almost want to spread the bodies out.
Well, it didn't surprise me at all. And a matter of fact, this is what allowed me to draw my original profile of him 12 years ago. And that is, this is part of his signature as a serial killer. He is so meticulous, and the way he left these bodies and in that isolated area. This gave him tremendous psychological and fantasy satisfaction. It probably gave him as much satisfaction as the killings themselves. So no, it's not surprising. This is very consistent with a psychopathic, narcissistic individual like this. And
he had a line of sight, we've realized, from where he lived over to where the bodies were buried. Dr. Bonn, I'm curious, you talk about signature. Do you think part of his plan was to get caught? Was that part of the whole plan? Is he almost getting a high out of this and the media coverage? Or do you think he really thought he was going to get away with this?
Well, yes and no. Is he getting a tremendous high? Did he get a tremendous high throughout his career as he watched the headlines? Without a doubt. This is a classic, what's known as a power control killer. And they crave headlines. They crave media attention. Did he want to get caught? Absolutely not. In fact, it's a great myth about serial killers that they somehow want to get caught. This is their life's work. They love it more than anything else. Why would they want to get caught? They want to relish in this forever. What happens is they either get sloppy, like Joel Rifkin did, driving around with a decomposing body in his truck, or in this case, technology finally caught up to him and bit him in the butt. The triangulation of the phones and the DNA. Did he want to get caught? Absolutely not. And that's why he expressed shock when he was apprehended.
Interesting. Billy, so we're now 8 days out from the arrest. They've still got the 3 murder charges pending. But a lot of people are wondering about this 4th, the woman named Maureen Brainerd Barnes. And they thought that the charges would have come by now. What do you make of it? Do you think they're going to eventually be able to connect him to more?
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing with the first 3 victims is that they had his hairs on those victims, so they had definitive proof that he was around those victims. The 4th victim, Maureen, they didn't have any DNA from him transferred over to her. I think they were trying to work on that case, and they did say that they did rush this arrest because they felt that he might be a danger to society. Rushing being a general term because, he's been on their radar for about 15 months now.
Well, and they were investigating all of this in secret. They knew it was him for quite some time, following him around. So who knows what they know behind the scenes now? I mean, Billy, we saw the live pictures at the beginning of our show outside his house where there is still quite a police presence. They've got the whole area blocked off. They've continued to pull things out. They may be connecting more pieces than we even realize, Billy.
Well, that's what the hope is. Obviously, the 2 biggest questions that we have now are, is he responsible for the 6 other bodies on the beach? And is he responsible for any other killings, particularly any other killings between when the 4 bodies were found and now? And that's going to be a very big question, because if he is, there's been a lot of evidence and a lot of talk that he should have been caught way earlier with the amount of information that the police had. I think he should have.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.